Okay, so now we're going to make our class treatment agreement, and we're going to use the same model like they were talking about in the video. And there's different structures for creating social contracts and treatment agreements, but this is the one that we are going to use. And so what we're going to look at is start brainstorming ideas, and then we're just going to be in the brainstorming phase for now. We'll come back to this. But I want you to really think about what's important to you from student to student. What are the behaviors that you guys should engage in interacting with each other? Be as explicit as possible. Remember, there are words that we all would probably agree that people should be treated with respect. What we don't necessarily agree on is what respect looks like. And sometimes those differences can be vast. If you look at taking a knee at a athletic event, there are extremely polarized positions on that. But the groups that are taking knees are expecting their country to be its best, and that's what respect looks like to them. There are others who feel that any sort of implied or direct criticism is completely disrespectful, and they find that behavior completely disrespectful. So I want you to break down, when you think about respect, what does respect look like to you? Break it down and get more specific. And so sometimes another example is when we're talking about treat everybody equally. What does that mean to you? Some people, I think what they mean is to be fair and that everyone should get what they need, whereas others might see it as you treat everybody exactly the same no matter what. So really break those down and take some time to really think through these rather than just throw some words together that you assume they mean the same thing to everybody, because trust me, those words don't. So be really clear and explicit as you can. It is better to have a few really explicit ones than a whole big giant list of things that mean different things to different people, because that's where we get into hidden rules and hidden social expectations. So I'm going to ask you to brainstorm how student to student treats each other, student to teacher, so how you guys should treat me and interact with me, and how I should treat you and interact with you. That's one of the things I love about this model, is I think it's really important for students to have a voice in that as well. Knowing that people will make mistakes, there will be misunderstandings, that is going to happen in a group. It is inevitable. What do we do to make it right? Not what consequence am I going to impose on you, but what do we do to heal the relationship that gets broken when our stated expectations, our behavioral norms are not met? So I'm going to ask you to think about that and then start jotting down ideas. We're going to come back to this next week and really work on synthesizing, clarifying, and working towards finalizing our treatment agreement.